Hello friends, welcome back to the Java Learner YouTube channel. We are covering basic Java interview series. So next question we will see in this series explain memory management in the Java. So we will see in details how many way we can store the object inside the memory and how the memory management actually happen inside the Java. So first method we will see the method area. So method area is used to store class structure, superclass name, interface and the constructor. So what are the constructor and the superclass name we will created that store inside the method area block. Next block is heap area. Heap area store the actual object, instance variable and class level data. That means whenever we are creating the class and after creating the class we have to create the object of that class. So whenever we are creating the object of the class, so actual object are stored inside the heap area. Instance variable also store in the heap area and the class level data store inside the heap area. Next area is the stack area. So stack area it contains reference of heap object and the local variable. That means whenever we are creating the object of that particular class, so reference object actually store inside the stack area and the local variable which we created, that variable also store inside the stack area. Next area is PC register. So PC register is store the return address or native pointer and it also contain the address of JVM instruction currently being executed. Next area is native method stack. Native method stack is also known as the C stack. It is a stack for native code written in language other than the Java. So next question we will see why main method in static in the Java. So this is a very important question. Sometime interview will ask why main method is a static. So, declaring main as a static allow JVM to invoke it directly using the class name without requiring the object of the class. That means whenever we are creating the class, we have to create object to call the method. If we are not declaring main method as a static, so we have to create the object of that class and using that object we can call the method. But if we are declaring main method as a static, so we can call that method directly using the class name. So whenever we are declaring any static, so it's not required to create the object of that class. Without creating object, we can call that static method directly. So static is associated with the class rather than the instance of the class. So that's why main method is a static in the Java. JVM call main using the class name dot main method. Next question we will see what is the static in the Java. So static is a keyword in the Java used with variable, method, block and the nested classes. It's belong to the class rather than any instance of the classes. A static variable is shared across all instances of the classes. A static method is belongs to the class and can be called without creating object of the class. A static block is used to initialize static variable or executed code at time the class is loaded. A static nested class is a nested class that does not require an instance of the outer class to be instantiated. Next question we will see what are the object class method. So there are multiple methods are available inside the object class. So we will see in detail one by one. The first method is clone. So clone create and return copy of the object. Second one is equals method. So equals method used to for compare the object with the another object check for the equality. Third one is finalize. So finalize method called by garbage collector before the object is destroyed. Fourth one is get class method. So get class method return the runtime class of the object. Fifth one is hash code. Hash code return the integer hash code of the object. Sixth one is toString method. So toString method return the string representation of the object. Seventh one is notify and notify all. So notify and notify all used in the inter-thread communication purpose. Eighth one is wait. So wait is used in the thread synchronization to pause the execution of the current thread until the notify. So last 7 and 8, that means notify, notify all and the wait. So three methods used in the multi-threaded environment, and the equals and the hash code method used in the hash map to store internally key and value pairs. Next question we will see which one is a superclass in the Java. So that one is a most and basic question. Sometime interview will ask. So which one is the class, the superclass of the all the Java classes? So object class is the superclass of all classes in the Java, providing common method that are inherited by all Java objects. If no superclass is explicitly mentioned, every class in the Java extend object by default. So Java object is a parent class of Java. Next question we will see how many way we can create the object in the Java. So there are multiple way we can create object. So first one is using the new keyword. So this is a very common way to create the object using the constructor. So most of time we use the new keyword way to create the object in Java. Next way using the reflection. So create object dynamically at runtime using the reflection. Third way using the clone method. Create a copy of existing object that implement clonable interface. That also way to create the object. Next one is using serializations and the deserialization. So create object from byte stream from file. So that's the way we can create object using serialization and the deserialization. Next way using the factory method, the static method that return the instance of the class. And the next way using the new instance, which is a part of class used to create the object dynamically. So next question we will see what is the JIT compiler. The JIT just in time compiler is a part of JVM. It enhances the performance of Java application by compiling the bytecode into the machine code runtime. It helps Java programs run faster by optimizing frequently executed code, making the language more efficient and responsive on various hardware platforms. So next question we will see what is the constructor and its type. So constructor is a special type of method which is used to initialize object of the class. Constructor call when Java class object created. Constructor name and the class name must be same. Every time an object is created using the new keyword, at least one constructor is called. So there are two type of constructor in Java. The first one is default constructor and second one is a parameterized constructor. So default constructor, that means there is no constructor declared in the Java. So JVM will create the default constructor. And the parameterized constructor, that means so inside that constructor we can pass the parameter also. Next question we will see what is the use of super and this keyword. So super keyword is reference to the immediate parent class. It is used to access member of the parent class and call its constructor. And this keyword, so this keyword is a reference to the current object within the instance method or constructor. This method can be used to invoke the another constructor in the same class. So this is called as a constructor chaining. Next question we will see explain the OOPS concept. This is a very important question. Interview will ask what is the OOPS concept, what is the OOPS pillar. So there are four type of OOPS concept and the four pillars in the Java. So first one is encapsulation, second one is inheritance, third one is a polymorphism, and the fourth one is a abstraction. So we will see in detail one by one. So what is mean by first of all encapsulation? So encapsulation is the process of wrapping of data variable and the code, that means method, into the single units. So it's called as a encapsulation. So giving the example of encapsulation, that means the single class. So inside class we can create the methods, declare the variable and the object. So all that together we can declare inside the single class, that means an encapsulation. Second one is inheritance. So inheritance allow class like child or subclasses to acquire properties and the behavior, field and method of another class like a parent or superclass. That means a parent class property acquire in the child class. So parent child relationship is an inheritance we can achieve using the inheritance. So there are three types of inheritance in the Java, like a single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and the multiple inheritance. So in Java, multiple inheritance we cannot achieve directly, but using the interface we can achieve the multiple inheritance in the Java. Third one is polymorphism. The polymorphism means many form and allow one entity, method, object, or operator that behave in multiple way. That means there is a one class we can use in many classes. So polymorphism have two types, like method overloading and the method overriding. So method overloading we can call as a compile time polymorphism, and method overriding, that means called as a runtime polymorphism. And the fourth one is abstraction. So abstraction means showing essential features without including the background details. So abstraction achieved in the Java using the abstract class and the interfaces, and the giving the real time of example of abstraction, like a washing machine display. So inside the washing machine functionality we don't know, but in the display whatever are the feature they are giving, we know that the feature only is, or any number of real-time example of abstraction, like a TV screen, like a ATM machines, and the car display. So all that are example of the abstraction. So inside the behind the story we don't know, we know the only essential features, so that the call as abstraction. So next question we will see, explain the access modifier in the Java. What type of access modifier used in the Java? So there are four type of access modifier using Java. First one is default, second one is a private, third one is protected, and the fourth one is a public. So we will see in detail one by one. So default, if no access modifier specified for a class, method, or data member, it is said to be having the default access modifier by default. So default access modifier are accessible only within the same package. So if are not declaring any access modifier within the class or method, that means the default access modifier you used. Second one is a private. The method or data member declared as a private are accessible only within that class. It cannot be accessed from outside the class. That means private are declared only inside that class. Third one is protected. So protected, accessible within the same package or subclasses in the different packages. And fourth one is public. So public classes, methods, or data member that are declared as a public are accessible from everywhere in the program. So all those questions are basic question interview will ask. Thank you for watching the video. We will see the next question in next video. Thank you. If you like the video, please click on the like button and do subscribe the channel. Thank you.